Hello YouTube, how is everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I wanted to do a walkthrough of all the new repo missions that were added for Simeon. These are new contact missions that were added today. These are technically the first DLC that we got in 2019 besides the drip-fed vehicles. And I'm guessing these missions were on the disc. They were already downloaded as part of Arena Wars because there was no download for them. But these are brand new contact missions. There's 3 in total. So when you first start out, you get this text message from Simeon right here. You owe me a favor, remember? Good news. You helped me with some profitable repo work. We call it even. Come to Premium Deluxe. So after you get this text message from Simeon, the S symbol for Simeon will appear next to his dealership. But you don't actually need to go there. You can just start it up from the menu. So just go to Jobs. You go to missions, and you go to the contact missions, and then you just look for the repo work, and they're all there in the list. Don't go to the dealership. It's just a waste of a drive or a flight, depending on how you get there. You can just start it from the menu, and you'll be spawned at the dealership anyway, so just start it up from the menu. But before you start up the dealership missions from the menu, you might want to stock up on some explosives, because they're going to be pretty helpful, because in a lot of these missions, you're going to be destroying some things. And if you guys have a bunker, I would recommend going in the bunker and just collecting the grenade launcher ammo, because I found the grenade launcher to be the most useful for it. If you complete the shooting range challenges, you should have free grenades, some free RPGs, and some free grenade launcher ammo. So if you have those completed, stock up on that ammo. You have it for free right here. So here's the first new mission, Repo Blow Up 4. Predatory pricing is an ugly business, my friend. You take your eye off your competitors for a moment, and they flood the market of imports. Now we must give the law of supply and demand a little assistance, yes? Go to their warehouse and remind them how market competition works in the land of the free. Destroy every last car. So in the first mission, I recommend that you use an armored Kuruma. I strongly suggest it, or some kind of armored vehicle where it's hard for you to be shot out of. And the reason you're going to want to use that is because you're going to deal with a lot of enemies outside at the end of the mission. Now, these missions work very similar to contact missions. They pretty much are contact missions. The longer you take on this mission, the more money you get. They're also double money at the moment, and I believe it's up to 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, I believe, is the max time that you can take, and then you won't make any more money past that. You might want to keep that in mind if you want to stretch the mission out, but here we decided to play the mission. We didn't want to stretch anything out. You can play this up to 4 people, and I believe that if you have more people in this, you get a little more money per each person that you have in there with you. I have 2 friends with me. You can do it with 4 people, but here we're playing it with 3 people in this case. Now, when you pull up to the warehouse and you have like a vehicle like the armored Kuruma, don't pull up right next to the door. And the reason you don't want to pull up right next to the door is because it puts you into a cutscene where you walk in the warehouse. If you get into that cutscene with the car disappears. And then when you get out of the warehouse, the car won't be there. You want that car to be outside the warehouse. So park a little bit from the door, not too far, but not too close either, and just go up right into the door. When you get inside, this is pretty much the same interior as an import-export warehouse, and the objective is to destroy all the other vehicles. And the game gives you a gas can if you want to use that, if you want to save some money. But the thing is, though, I find the gas can really useless because the people that made this mission, they didn't really think it through, because you can't climb on top of the vehicles, and the best way to make the vehicles blow up with the gas can is when you climb on top of them and you pour gas on them, but you can't do that here. It doesn't let you climb on top of them, and even if you pour the gas in front of the vehicle and you try to ignite it there, it's going to take way too long to set all the cars on fire. So this is why I highly recommend use the grenade launcher you just got from the bunker. If you have the shooting range challenge completed, like I said earlier, you get that ammo for free. So right here, you guys see, we're just destroying all the vehicles, taking them out with the grenade launcher. In the office, the same office where you sell your vehicles from, you want to go into the customization room, and in there's one more vehicle. You blow that vehicle up. Once you blow that vehicle up, you have to go downstairs to the basement, the same room where you keep the special vehicles in your import-export warehouse. You go down there, you blow up all the special vehicles like the Ruiner, you blow up the Phantom Wedge, and you blow up the other vehicles down there. So you blow these vehicles up. You can't use any of these vehicles. I tried to get into the Ruiner to see if I could use its missiles to blow up the other vehicle. It doesn't work. So just blow all the vehicles up, and then when you get outside here, you're going to encounter an insane wave of enemies. The very first time I did this, I didn't expect this much enemies to show up. I didn't expect it to be actually this hard. I thought that it was going to be a lot easier than this, and I just got mowed down so quickly. So that's why you want to leave this Kuruma out here. You want to leave the Kuruma out here, and the second that you finish everything, you get outside, you want everyone to get in your Kuruma. If you're playing it with multiple people, everyone get in the Kuruma. You just drive around, you kill everybody. It's a bunch of enemies, a few waves of enemies comes in, and then afterwards, it'll tell you can leave the area. You can still clear the rest of the enemies out, or you can just drive away and complete the mission. Me and my friends here, we decided to kill all the enemies just so we get a little bit more XP. So we killed all the enemies, we drove away. Got kind of like an average payout here. It's double money, but kind of an average payout for what a contact mission would be with double money. Client jobs are still more profitable, but these missions, you know, I had kind of fun with these missions. because, you know, these are something new to do, a new activity. So now let's move on to the second mission. Okay, so here we're on mission number 2, Repo Sasquatch. My people have a saying, if you want to kill a lot of birds, bring a big stone. Don't worry, I will explain. I have some clients and competitors who have tried my patience for too long. These are my birds and the new delivery of monster trucks for arena wars. These are my stone, I just need someone to throw it. So they mixed in the arena kind of with the contact mission here because you're stealing from the arena and the Sasquatch vehicles are outside. Now, when you first pull up, you're going to be fighting some security guards, and you're going to get a 1 level. You can use the Kuruma if you want. I got out on foot, but you want to be careful because the security guards, they don't appear on the radar. At least I didn't see them appear on the radar for me, so I almost got killed by them, but I was fine. But just keep that in mind. And when you get into the Sasquatch, when I did this the first time, I called Lester right away. Don't call Lester to remove the cops because you're going to have cops pretty much this entire mission. You want to save Lester for the end. That's when you want to get rid of the cops. So right after you take the Sasquatch, you got to go destroy a lot of other vehicles with it. And you want to keep the Sasquatch because you need to deliver that at the end of the mission. So don't get out of it and just start destroying the vehicles. Just drive around in it and use it. And you're going to want to split up. If you're with a bunch of people, to split up so that you can finish the mission a little quicker. Everyone go in a different direction. My friends went down to the airport there. I went up north here. And the vehicles that you're supposed to destroy, they are apparently programmed to blow up when you run them over with the Sasquatch. So when you run them over with the Sasquatch, they explode, but other vehicles won't, because a lot of cop cars that got in my way, I tried to run them over to see if they would explode too, and they didn't. So only the vehicles that you have to destroy in the mission are programmed to explode from the Sasquatch. So after I destroy a bunch of those vehicles, I pull up here to the Benny's place, and Benny's place in here, you have to destroy one vehicle inside the garage. This vehicle you cannot destroy with the Sasquatch. You actually have to get out of it, go inside the garage and blow it up. Might want to use your grenade launcher here, but the first time that I was doing this mission, I had a really, really bad experience the first time I did this mission because the other people that I was playing with, they were randoms, and they didn't really know what they were doing, and when I got over here, it took them some time to blow up one vehicle, and I was wondering, why is it taking them so long to blow up one vehicle? So when I got over here, everybody was just smashing the Sasquatch into the garage, trying to fit it in there. And I was like, wow, what are you guys doing, right? So all I had to, basically had to do was I had to get out and then just go inside. But unfortunately, I got run over by them, and then I got shot by the cops, and then that's how the mission ended. But this time, we completed it successfully. I was with a different group of people, by the way. So get in here, you blow up this car, and then afterwards, you get another wave of vehicles. Just split up in teams, destroy those vehicles, run them over, blow them up. And after that, you can call Lester, remove the wanted level, just deliver off the Sasquatch monster trucks, and mission is over. That's pretty much it for the mission. Similar payout from the last mission, around $30,000. Similar for a client job. I still think the client jobs are better pay in ratio and time, but you know, this is something new and this is something fun to do. Okay, so here we got the third and final mission, Repo Under the Hammer. Consider this, an associate of mine liberates some beautiful cars from unsuitable owners and opens them up to the glories of the free market. What do the police call this shining example of economic innovation? A felony. And now to add insult to incarceration, the police do the same thing in return, and they call it an auction of impounded goods. Well, you for one will not stand for this hypocrisy. Raid the impound yard, retrieve the cars, and bring them to my garage at the docks. On the final mission, I recommend using a Kuruma or an armored vehicle if you have one, because the moment that you get in here, all these cops are going to shoot at you, you're going to get a wanted level automatically, and there's a lot of cops in here, and you don't want to get shot up. And when you drive in here, just clear out the cops as fast as you can. You really want to rush this, kill them as fast as possible, because there's going to be helicopters that are going to start circling around the area, and there's also going to be cops that are going to swarm the street right behind the lot. So kill the cops, clear the lot out, and then get the cars. And you're going to want to have a plan for whoever's getting what car. Tell your friends what car they're going to get for. You get one car. I went for the back car right here. I told my friends I was going for that. I cleared out the cops, and I got out of here. And just drive the car out of here. You cannot call Lester on this mission for some reason. I don't know why it was disabled, but you can't call Lester. So you want to start driving towards the docks, and then when you start driving towards the docks and you're near the end, it'll tell you that you have to lose the wanted level. Don't drive right towards the docks. There's plenty of alleys right here in the industrial area. Just go down these alleys and lose the cops. There's this one nice alley right here that you can go into. It's kind of like a warehouse, and you can hide yourself from the helicopters so the helicopters won't see you. I'm showing it right here on the map if anybody wants to know where it is, but this is a nice area that I found that you can lose the cops in. So once you lose the cops, you deliver the vehicle, and that's pretty much it. This mission was the simplest out of all the missions. You just go in the parking lot at the police station, kill a bunch of cops, steal a bunch of vehicles, just drive them over and deliver them. That's it for the mission. So the last mission didn't have as much detail as the other ones, but still, it was was something different. And if you guys want to know my final thoughts on this, I enjoyed these missions, you know. The number one thing that I enjoyed about these missions is that there was no futuristic stuff in it, and there was no militarized stuff, no tanks or jets or anything like that. It reminded me of the good old GTA days, you know, when we would steal vehicles, when we would blow up our enemies, things like that, you know, not like all the futuristic stuff. So I did enjoy it. It was definitely a nice change of pace, and I hope that they add more contact missions in the future. I still want some kind of DLC expansion in the future, maybe a business or something like that. So I hope that this doesn't delay the next update, but I did definitely enjoy these missions, and it's a nice change of pace. I hope they add more contact missions in the future. You know, they did the dispatch missions with Martin, now they did the repo missions with they did the repo missions with Simeon. Maybe they'll do something with Ron next. I mean, you never know. Maybe even new Gerald missions in the future. So I guess we'll see. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.